Women have risen up as far as the
Yeah.
workplace is concerned.
Yeah.
But somehow as they rose, they're not getting the respect that they should get, in my opinion.
So you're saying men used to be more courteous?
Yes.
Yeah, men, it's tough out there for those dating.
Oh my God, would I hate to be dating? I don't know. You know.
You're not interested in dating?
No. One husband was enough. Thank you very much.
Pamela, 75. What is the number one thing you've learned about men?
One thing, that they're just as insecure as women sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They're unsure of themselves, and do I look right? They don't, they never know what to wear or what to say or what to do usually. So they can be very insecure, but I do know that compliments go a long way with men. They love to be complimented. It could be on a funny joke they said, on their work ethic, what they've done in work, what they're wearing, and be appreciative to them. If they take you out to dinner, say thank you at least. Or if they want to open your door, don't say, oh, I can open my own door. Let them be a gentleman if they want, even though it's maybe not the norm right now, because they enjoy that. Most men want to treat a woman correctly, I think, and they will bend over backwards if they like someone to show them respect.
What I wish I knew about men in my 20s instead of my 50s. It's not my job to change them. I spent a lot of time taking them on, helping them figure out their careers. It was a waste of my time. That I didn't need a man to be happy. They're here to complement you, not complete you. Men don't always have the same communication style as a woman, so tell them what you mean. They don't have to be everything to you, including your best friend and your role model. They're supposed to be your partner. You know when a man wants to be in a relationship with you because it shouldn't be complicated and difficult. They should want to be there. You can always do as much, if not more, than a man. It's up to you to decide to take the lead.
This has been on my mind for the last several days, so I'm just going to say it. You ain't going to like it, and there will be no apology forthcoming. The reason that we want to be single as women, especially as older women, I'm 61, is because if you can't be a better man than we are in handling responsibilities, we don't need you. Y'all have forced us to have to be the women and the men in our relationships and in our lives. And then you want to step in and got the audacity to tell us you too demanding, you uncompromising, you too independent. That's what you forced us to be. And now that we're very, very good at it, we don't need you coming along messing up our ride. We are at a state of peace that we have fought hard for, and we are serious about protecting, and we don't need your chaos, your foolishness, your cluelessness, or your selfishness. So guess what? You expecting us to be the knight in shining armor, and you the damsel in distress. We ain't coming for you, because we had to rescue ourselves because of you. Now, if you got a problem with that, it's just your problem. And go kick rocks. Ladies, comment.
There comes a point in a woman's life when she stops asking, how do I make him understand? And starts asking, why am I working this hard? Because one of the biggest lessons older women say they finally learned is simple. You cannot change a man who doesn't want to change. You can encourage him, support him, explain things in 17 different ways, but you are not his life coach.
I just wish women could understand this truth. You can't change a man. You can never ever change a man. If a man wants to do something for you, he will. So you can never ever say you're working towards changing that man. A man knows what they want. Men are selfish. They choose themselves first. So when out there trying to change this man, trying so hard to impress them, it's actually a waste of your energy and your time. Take what you're given when it comes to men. Stop wasting your energy trying hard to change a man. When a man wants you, and they want you bad, and they want to secure you, they will work towards it. They will meet your expectations. You won't need to change them for any other reason. They will change themselves. If a man wants to propose to you, it doesn't matter how many dishes you've cooked or did not cook for him, he will marry you. If a man wants you, he will be with you. No excuses. Because men choose themselves all the time.
You want to hear something really funny? When women talk about men that they're interested in, and they like, let's say they show their girls a picture of him. First of all, we're shaking even to show them the picture because we all know he's ugly as shit. Okay, there's like maybe 0.5% of men that are good looking. The rest are just exceptions, okay? The rest are the rule, not the exception. So when our friend shows us, this is the phone, our friend's showing us, we look and we're like, okay, so in our head, we're like trying to compute all of the things we can say, but the list is about this big. All right, it's a fucking millimeter, not even, okay? So we're like, what nice things can we possibly say? Because we look and every man is like, okay, but at least, do you know what I'm saying? So like, but at least he's not bald. But at least he doesn't have bad teeth. But at least he doesn't have huge forehead wrinkles. But at least he doesn't have big ears. But at least he's not short. Do you know what I mean? There's always the but at least. Tell me I'm not wrong about that, because there's never a time I've looked at a picture of a man, or even in real life. Let's say a man passes me on the street. I'm never like, wow, that is a good looking man. I can't remember the last time I saw a good looking man. So I'm always like, well, but at least he doesn't stink. But at least he's not in Hoochie Papa shorts. You know what I mean? But at least he's not in flip-flops. There's always the but at least. All right? And you never see a man doing that. You'll never see a man showing a picture of a woman he's interested in to his friends, and his friends being like, but at least she's cute. But at least she has good teeth. But at least, you know what I'm saying? They will never do that, because men never settle. They'll show the picture and it will be their fucking dream girl, at least at the moment, or whatever, whichever one they're cheating on. They'll be like, this is A and this is B. Who do you like fucking better? And it's just funny that women will do that. We'll make any excuse in the book. We'll be like, but at least he's nice. But at least he doesn't have a bald spot. But at least his hair's not receding. But at least his breath don't smell like shit. Every fucking time. Every time.
This is for all my girlies, all my younger women, all my younger ladies. Here is some advice about men from an older woman. If you're an older woman watching, go ahead and drop your advice in the comments too. If you're a female creator, feel free to go ahead and stitch this. You are getting the best version of him in that first 3 months. So if it isn't great then, don't expect anything better later. If he wants to pay, let him. If he wants to buy it for you, let him. When it comes to gifts, always ask for jewelry. Always have your own money so you can have legs to walk at any time. If he cheated on you once, he will cheat on you again and again and again. He isn't getting rid of any of his vices or addictions until he is sick and tired of being sick and tired. Not when it's time to settle down, not when it's time to have kids, not for anyone else. If he's a shitty boyfriend, he's going to be an even shittier husband. And then finally, if he isn't actively trying to move to the next step of the relationship, it's because he doesn't want to. So don't see that as an opportunity to use your best sales skills and pitch him.
Therapist, mother, or personal renovation project manager. If he wants to show up, he will. If he wants commitment, you won't have to create a PowerPoint presentation explaining why you're worth it. And here's another lesson. Don't confuse potential with reality. A man can be wonderful one day, but you are dating the man standing in front of you today. Older women also learned that men have insecurities too. They may not always say it, but they can want appreciation, encouragement, and respect just like anyone else. A genuine compliment can go a surprisingly long way.
Ladies, don't discard these young men, because I talk to a lot of them and they are really serious about being in a committed relationship. The honest to God thing that I hear most of the time is that they're just sick of all the young girl drama. So I don't think that you ladies should discard them. I mean, yes, are there some weird ones out there? Yeah, of course. But there's weird old ones too. So don't discard the young ones. Some of them are really good guys.
I think it's so interesting how a lot of women now are decentering men, evolving, focused on themselves, prioritizing their mental health and personal growth. I'm not saying all of them, but I feel like a lot of men are still chasing youth. Watch this video.
Why do you date younger women?
Less trauma. Perfect age for me is 30 to 40.
What's your age range?
Damn, this is going to be on TV. That's pretty serious stuff. Women age differently.
What age women do you date?
23 to 33.
What kind of girls do you like?
Young blondes, under 29.
How old was your last girlfriend?
About 30. Well, for me, a lot of it's the looks.
Women your age you don't think that look that good?
I'll be honest, not a lot of them.
Do you date women your own age?
No. I'm not attracted to them.
Different priorities, different directions.
Women only get better with age. We get hotter, smarter, wiser, weirder. If you're a woman in your 40s or 50s, do not believe what you've been taught about your desirability fading as you age, because no one loves an older woman like younger men do. When I started dating after divorce, I got the most likes, the most matches, the most dates, and had the most fun with men who were younger than me. And a woman dating men who are a little bit younger than her is actually an amazing, incredible dynamic. It's super hot, super fun. And I think you'll be really surprised about how well it works. I feel very passionately about this, and I don't think I'm alone. So if you've experienced this for yourself, tell me in the comments.
Here's part 2 of what I've learned about men after a 16-year relationship. And buckle up, because some of y'all ain't gonna like this one. Trying to inspire him doesn't make him grow. It just makes you his live-in life coach, and that is not supposed to be your ministry. When a man says, "That's just how I am," believe him. That's not a warning. That's his ceiling. Here's an important one. Men who confuse accountability with criticism will spend more time defending their ego than defending your relationship. It's a losing battle. Do not engage. Some of y'all are out here raising men who want to be praised for doing the bare minimum. Congrats. You taught him how to put the dishes in the dishwasher. But did he learn how to respect your heart? If he needs you to dim your light so he can shine, that's not love. That's theft. If he only shows growth when you threaten to leave, he's not evolving. He's negotiating. Don't fall for that shit. If he treats therapy like punishment instead of preparation, he's not trying to heal. He's trying to shut you the fuck up. And this one's for free. The man who truly loves you will never make you beg for the basics. Not time, not effort, not care. Because love isn't a scavenger hunt. You shouldn't have to search for proof. At the end of the day, if all he's made up of is still just vibes in a PlayStation, he doesn't need a partner. He needs a parent. And personally, I'm already raising my own kids.
These are 3 things that high-value women understand about men. Number 1, you can't convince somebody to value you. If they are not at a place in life where they can see someone of high worth, they'll walk right past you. They'll sabotage it. You can't convince them. The right person, the right man will see it right away and will act on it. Number 2, you can't love somebody into commitment. You can't just be this loyal girl that's just there through everything, through all the struggles, hoping that this man will commit to you. That's not how it works. A man that sees your value will be so ready and honored and see it as a privilege to commit to you. If a man is disloyal, he does not see your value. And a high value woman understands. There's nothing you can do to convince somebody to commit to you if they're not ready. Number 3, you can't earn consistency. High value women understand that consistency is something the right man will have to offer regardless. From the start, he will be who he is from day one throughout. It's not going to be up and down. It's not going to be this roller coaster of emotions. There's nothing you'll ever have to do to earn him to be consistent. He's just going to do it because he sees how valuable you are, how beautiful you are from the inside out. You can't make somebody do any of these things.
As you get older as a woman, you just realize a couple of things. And one of those things is that men marry out of convenience, out of access, and out of what benefits them. Women marry out of love, out of protection, out of providing, and out of security. Now, notice how men do not. So ladies, wake up And remember to always make yourself the goal and not a man, okay? And you'll only hear this from a guy or a man who will tell you the truth. And 9 times out of 10, it's not your average Joe. It's not your average man that's gonna tell you this. So open up your ears and close your legs. That's all.
If I could go back in time and tell younger me, early 20s me, one thing and have her learn the lesson immediately, I'm 31 now, it would be this. Stop explaining yourself to men. They do not care. They do not care. Okay? Stop over-explaining anything to men, actually. He is likely lying to you and or playing in your face and or insecure and a bunch of other things. And your job is to take care of you. It is not to take care of somebody else's son. I have more peace in my life now than I ever thought I could possibly have. And it is literally directly correlated to decentering men in my life. I would teach a TED talk on this if I could. It has literally changed, nothing has changed the quality of my life more than removing men from the center of it. Right before, I'm 31 now, right before I turned 30, I was dating a man who was broke, staying in my house, eating my food, drinking my alcohol, addicted to liquor, addicted to drugs, addicted to sex. Shocker, found out he was cheating on me with many women. It was traumatizing and it was stressful, and it snapped me out of a 10 plus year delusion about men where we're living in the same world. We're not living in the same world. And in a short time, it's the thing I'm the most proud of in my entire life, honestly. It is the thing I'm the most proud of in my entire life, is the how much space I've made from men and how much I don't take validation from them anymore, because it doesn't mean anything, because they don't even like themselves, okay? They don't even like themselves. That's the problem. They want to be you and they can't. They want to be as cool as you and as hot as you and they can't. So what do? The closest they can get to the magic of a woman is trying to collect a bunch of them or show off to them or make you guys feel small, make us feel small so that they can feel bigger. It's literally, and the entitlement that comes with that was right before I turned 30. I'm 31 now. Yesterday, I was talking to a guy who I have slept with, who we've hooked up, whatever. I live alone. Who assumed he was invited to my apartment. He's not. Men are not invited to my apartment. I don't like men in my house. And I don't need to explain that. There's a lot of very valid reasons why, but I don't need to explain to you as the person in an oppressed group why I don't want you in my safe space. And he didn't like that, and he called me ridiculous for it, so I blocked him. Immediately blocked, okay? And all of that to say, like, if I had done that with the guy from before, you can save yourself so much time. Listen to your body. As soon as your body, this is the lesson really, as soon as your body goes, the anxiety, the stress, the need to perform, the need to impress, the need to explain yourself, the need to be like, well, I don't like people here because one time this guy, blah, blah. No. He doesn't deserve that from you, and he does not care. He wants what he wants, and he's probably used to getting what he gets with whatever game he's playing. The best thing you can do for yourself is stop worrying about what these men think. They don't care about you. They don't. And if they do, if you meet a good man, they're out there, bless. If you meet a good man, you'll know it. It'll be so clear. I've dated some good men in my life, and they move so different. That's different. If it's not that, it's a no. The happiest category of humans in the US is single women in their 30s. I'm telling you. I wish I could TED talk about it. I want to take all this and give it to every young woman. I was listening to this girl sitting at the bar, and she was talking to her friend. She's probably 23. She's he did this, and so I told him not, and then no. I'm I would do anything to go in a time machine and go back and do it for myself and do it for all of you if I could. So please, if this resonated with you at all, just let it be the voice in your head. Your intuition knows better. Your body knows better. Do not trust that man. Do not explain yourself to that man. You are the power, not him. You hold the magic, not him. You are a life force, not him. Okay? You are a baddie, not him. He is lucky to be here. Love you.
But appreciation doesn't mean accepting the bare minimum. You can be kind without becoming his caretaker. You can love someone without losing yourself. And perhaps the biggest lesson of all, make yourself the goal. Your peace, your money, your friendships, your health, your confidence, your dreams. Those things should not disappear just because a man entered the picture. Because when you build a life you genuinely love, a relationship becomes an addition, not a rescue mission. And if a man is truly right for you, you won't have to beg, chase, convince, or constantly explain. You'll know. Because peace feels very different from potential. And older women have learned to stop confusing the two.